there's some craze going on right now, if you haven't heard of it, and I plan to let you hear about it. So, the big craze is all about butter. Now, not in the way you're thinking, but we'll get there. So, if you're taking butter, I love butter. I bet you love butter. If you don't love butter, you should love butter, because butter is tasty. And it does a lot of good for you too, I guess, as far as taste at least goes. I mean, butter all over the place is really good. Now, moderation, of course, you know what I'm saying. Kind of not really safety, but yeah, moderation is good. So you don't want to use butter in like buckets. Well, unless it's popcorn at the movie theater. But what we're doing today is we're thinking about these people that are saying butter is really great in coffee. I don't know. So, butter in like every other case I think is great, unless you burned your fingers or your hands. Don't put butter on that, my friend. Safety first. Don't get burned, and then you don't have to worry about not putting butter on it. But if you do, for some oddball reason, get burned, don't put butter on it. That's a bad place for butter. But here in the testing kitchen of the Jay Mathis Show, we have a taste test set up. So we have our butter. It's real butter, salted butter. I'm not really sure if salted butter is right or not, but it's butter, stick of butter. We're gonna put that down there. We have 2 identical coffee mugs, completely identical. They're like twin brothers and sisters, identical twins. We have coffee, and it's not the kind of coffee you might have think that was. I use good coffee. And then, of course, we have the coffee. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna make this not really a blind taste test, but we're gonna go ahead and, you know, pour some coffee in there. And by the way, I don't know if you're seeing this or not, because I can't see my screen right now, you know, because I'm not really doing it, but I'm looking at it now, and you're looking at me. And I'm doing it as I'm filming. And so I'm going to pour this in there. So there we go. 2 equal cups of coffee. Right? Ooh, it's like that 3D stuff. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this up here so you can kind of see me. Right? Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the butter. And I've been told that I'm going to put butter in the coffee. So we want to get this so you understand what we're doing here. We're going to put that. Best film work in the industry in this show, I can tell you right now. Here goes the butter. Butter. Right in there. Now, what that did was it spilled some of the coffee out, because I had coffee, you know, it's too full in the glass. And you might be asking yourself, well, hey, Jay, why the second cup of coffee? Not a bad question, but then again, maybe it is. The point is that we want to be able to taste coffee with and without the butter. So we got the butter going on in here, and you can see it right there. Butter in the coffee. Yeah, I don't know about this, but we're going to test it out. Now, take a spoon, gonna get that in there, start getting that all. Supposed to be good for the, I think, you know, somebody said 2 tablespoons. I could be way off, because it looks like a lot. It just looks like a lot. We're gonna let that melt in there.
He's a French model.
Bonjour.
You know, it could be 2 tablespoons for a pot. I don't know. We'll let that kind of in there, and yeah, okay. Take a taste of the good coffee. Oh yeah, that coffee is great. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let it be about 1 tablespoon, I think. Put that down there. Now, nothing else in this coffee except for the butter. Stir it up really good. And stirring it. It doesn't seem to be mixing the greatest. I don't know. I'd rather go cook some ribs, I think. So, alright. Put that over there. I'm gonna get a cleanliness. Make sure you clean up after yourself, boys and girls. Otherwise, you get people and they get mad at you. Now look at this. I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and bottom up. I tell you what. Oh, that is wow. That's good. That's good coffee, and I can feel it really working in my head already. It is just woo, really going. So there you go. Butter and coffee. I'm gonna have to let you. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna try. Let you make the final decision. And yeah, I'm Jay Matthews, and you are who you are. And this is Tidbits.
Yeah, you go!
They can't put anything on the internet that isn't true.
Where'd you hear that? The internet.